Excuse me. All right. Here we go. So, viewing the playoff bracket, we are officially in the playoffs. The playoffs start today, and we are the 4 seed. Going up against the Dolphins, we've got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. Probably going to throw the ball deep a lot. So, it's obviously what we're going to be looking for. We're going to get our weekly strategy out of the way first, and then we'll get into the situation. So, again, defending the deep pass, of course, is what we're going to be doing here. And then on on offense, looks like they have the ability to give up some deep touchdowns, some medium touchdowns, but they give up a lot. Well, I guess in terms of short yards, they're top 10 in the league. So we'll see what we can do there, but we're just going to go with run inside. That's what we do, is run the ball anyway. So we're just going to stay run inside. As we come here, let's go to passing touchdowns. Let's see what's getting interception. Just go with getting an interception. I feel like that's pretty much guaranteed. I feel like our defense usually gets one. Juju, I actually need to go check on Juju's stats. He's gotten interceptions in maybe 3 or 4 games in a row, I think. So we do want to win a turnover battle. 350 yards. We're going to go with 400 and see what happens, see what we can get out of that. And then allow 24 points or less because it's the Dolphins. I don't know if we can completely stop Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Tyreek Hill's an X-Factor player, so if he gets one big play, he could be a problem for the rest of the game at that point. So let's look at league leaders. Jonathan Taylor finished the regular season 11 yards shy of the rushing lead, but had 25 touchdowns on the ground. Brandon Ayuk and Rashee Rice both had 22 touchdowns receiving. A lot of touchdowns happening in this game. Patrick Mahomes, 4,900 yards, 48 touchdowns. Juju ends the season with 6 interceptions. Julian Blackmon at the beginning of the season led the league with 4 interceptions. I think he might have finished with 4 interceptions from what it looks like. Juju, though, ends up with 6 interceptions. So love to see that. The other matchups happen. Baltimore is playing the Jets. The Chiefs are playing the Bengals. Carolina made it with Bryce Young, and they're playing the Niners. Packers, Cowboys, and the Buccaneers made it and are playing the Falcons. 2 teams from the NFC South, which I doubt is going to happen. Wait, no, that's 3 teams from the NFC South. There's a 0% chance that happens in real life. Okay, then we can go to the first of many. This is probably talking about Anthony Richardson if I had to guess. Oh, this is for the coach. I mean, we're just going to play cool. I don't want the Dolphins to get any kind of edge over us. Staff points, that works. That's exactly what we need, is more staff points. Especially with the offseason right around the corner. Those staff points are going to be very valuable. Yeah, a bunch of people getting upgrades because of what they did during the regular season. So we're going to go elusive here, see if we can't squeeze any more speed out of this. Nope, not at the moment. For Big Q, let's just go pass protector. Probably going to do that with all the offensive linemen. Just go pass protector with all of them. It just makes sense. AD Mitchell. What we want to do with AD? Let's go look at his stats here. So his short and medium route running. Excuse me. His spectacular catch, his release. So physical is going to need to be something we work on with him. What's his physical at? 85. Let's go ahead, throw in a physical here. Got a bunch, that's good. Okay, we got a release, short route, stiff arm, trucking, awareness, break tackle, +2 catching. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Helping a lot of different things right there. Nice, got it to 90 release. Nice, nice, nice. Juke moves at 86 now. Where's his stiff arm? Doesn't look like they have stiff arm on here. But got, oh yeah, 78 stiff arm, okay. So it's obviously going to be something we're working on in the future. For Latu, see what his block shed is. 93 block shed, 95 finesse, 91 power. Let's go speed rusher. We're just going to keep adding to speed rusher for right now. I like the things that are important on him or where they need to be. He hasn't had a big effect though, which is kind of shocking, but he doesn't have any abilities, so it makes it tough. For Josh Downs, let's see here. Release, deep route. So I think I want to do deep threat. Even though he's our slot guy, there's some things in there that are really good, right? The release +2, medium route run +2. Those are things that are important for what we use Josh Downs for. Okay, then Bernie, pass protector, of course. Rigoberto Sanchez. Yeah, just give him more power. Accuracy's on me. Just make sure he's got the power. And he gets +1 kick accuracy anyways. Julian Blackman only an 81 overall. Get him a little zone upgrade here. +2 there. +1 pursuit. Samson. Let's get a run stopper. Hopefully get some block shed in here. Nope. No block shed. Dallas Flowers. Let's do man-to-man. Kylan Granson. Hit him with a vertical threat here. Got a lot on that. +1 speed included in that. I haven't even really looked at him. He sucks. He's real bad. Yikes. Rodney Thomas. We'll get him zone. Micah Abraham, which is somebody that in real life I have high hopes for. Somebody I think can be really good for the Colts in the future. We're going to give him the slot upgrade. Press and man and jumping. Very good. Rest of these I don't really care. It is what it is. We'll just let that 13 different players getting upgrades there. End of the regular season. A lot of guys getting upgrades. So now let's go use these staff points real quick. We'll put that there just so we can get up here. Put 1 there. Guess we'll need that too. Well, do I need a trade discount for CPU draft picks? I could include their draft picks. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. And then obviously we need to get past this. So do that. Nice, and this is one that's going to be crucial for us in the offseason when we're trying to get an edge rusher. Any non-X factor user players being valued 1X or 1 depth trait higher. It's exactly what we need, and then we need to get this one done. Trading up in the draft, I probably won't do that because I'm not that worried about the draft. So we just need to get these taken care of in this one. Excuse me. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good to get into it. It's interesting. Tyreek Hill only had 1,080 yards and 7 touchdowns. Interesting. Ooh, I bet the Dolphins have some interesting uniform combinations. Like those helmets are good. I mean, those jerseys are pretty good too, honestly. All teal home option, color rush, all orange. That's kind of gross. $2,000s. Nah, for some reason the Dolphins orange jerseys, I just don't like them, man. They just don't look good to me. Retro merino jerseys, those don't look as good as I thought they would. Alright, so we're just going to go. Actually, let's give them. They're all teals, right? Then for us, we're going to go with Color Rush alternate, right? So we're all white. But I want the black helmet. That's how we're going to do it in the playoffs. We're going to look fresh to death. And we're going to be in battle because this is a 92 overall team, I just realized. They have an X factor on both sides of the ball. I think most of the teams we've played this year, we haven't had to deal with too many X factor players, honestly. Lately we've had Max Crosby.
It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Dolphins and the Colts under the lights on Sunday night.
We didn't face too many X Factor players this year, honestly. So, we're in the playoffs. I expect it to be tough. We're going to do the same thing as we did in the regular season. If we lose, we lose.
The third of 3 games
to try to win a Super Bowl,
Sunday,
but
we might save the best for last, and off we go.
What I need to do is just not mess it up. Right.
No run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
This is where
the Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their
might be a little
from
boring play style, but
and he comes into this wild card round off of
a
really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes.
We give ourselves.
And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
Come on.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across
couldn't tell if he was handing that one off. Passing might have been an RPO from the pistol, probably.
This is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the
because I
regular
was stuck
season,
in
so
mud right
he's
there,
going to
not
get his
knowing what to
chances,
do. He handed
and he
it
picks
off.
up nice yardage on that one.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Nice.
He'll want that one
Sorry,
back.
Franklin with the pop out. Let's go, man.
He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Love to see it.
Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
I thought Zaire was going to go cover that, man. He's standing there in the middle of nowhere.
Yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations.
Try to force a turnover as we see
that trust,
the Niners.
And that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation.
Right,
but by the time he got the
man
ball to
can work.
him, not much of a
Man
chance to turn up
scares me against this particular team. They decide to run before fucking all over. That works out for us.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a
Ravens
2-yard
won by
loss, and
2
it brings
points.
up a third down.
An interesting
Falcons
and intriguing
win by
decision
3
there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Guy
Well, in
here.
any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they
Can't
stuffed
just
that
let
one by the
Jalen
line of
Waddle
scrimmage.
sit over here and catch the ball.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
They had that
And
drag
he has a
coming
big
under. I had to
gain
cover
inside
it.
the 40 before being dropped.
I wasn't able to
His
get there,
second catch of
Jalen.
this wild card game, and it goes
The
for a first
Bengals
down.
beat the
And he's already
Chiefs.
got 2 catches on the opening
What a
drive.
W.
They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that
We're
offensively.
just
You
gonna
want to make
blitz out
sure
of the
that
nickel
guy
here.
touches the ball, and sometimes it
Hope
just happens
that they run the
naturally.
ball.
And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep
They
going
did
back
not,
to
but
it
we
because
get there.
Rush
Nick
coming,
Cross
and he's
getting in there
taken
for the
down.
sack. Let's go.
They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of
All right,
7.
they're going empty
Defensively
again.
on the previous
This
play,
time,
they gave up a pretty good chunky yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it
we're
right
gonna go
back.
cover 2
And
man.
if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a
All right,
nice
we're
step
not gonna
forward
do anything crazy. We're
and
gonna
how
man
about a
up.
couple of leaps backwards after that play. They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that
There's a
yardage
lot of
back.
people in that area.
They try to throw on second
Surprised
down,
we didn't
but
get
this one is
penalty on that one.
incomplete.
I don't think
They're
either one
going
of us is
empty
surprised about who
again.
they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as
Don't
possible.
necessarily
Off to a
want
nice
us.
start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Yeah.
And that will be
Let's go,
incomplete.
man.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not
Chasing
able to
them
get a
around,
third,
we end
and
up
now they
stopping.
deal with
Let's
4th
go.
down.
Nick Cross with a huge
So
sack.
on
The
4th
blitz
down,
ends
here's
up paying
Jake
off
Bailey
for
to
us.
punt for the Dolphins.
Go ahead, take that.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Got Jonathan Taylor been
So
carrying
the
us all
Colts now
season.
coming out for their opening
I
drive.
expect him to do the exact
And
same
they'll
thing
be
in
led
this
out
game.
by an exciting athlete, 4th overall pick of the draft out of Florida.
Big
Anthony
Q
Richardson.
just flattened number 7. Now, I don't know how I just got caught there. I thought Jonathan Taylor was about to be
That's not
gone.
normal. That's a little bit on the unusual side. And there's plenty of guys who have gone into the playoffs after a very good regular season and have struggled. But there have been a few who
Get
played
going
well.
here. They
He
were
must have
all
been
over that. I
blessed.
thought one of my
And
linemen
not
would
a
break
whole
outside
lot there,
instead. The
maybe
one
a
that's
yard to the
inside
27.
breaks off the block.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it
Let's
diagnosed
go in
pretty quickly.
I
shotgun
love
to
that
run the
description
ball.
because
We are
diagnosed
going
is
to
perfect
continue
on that one. Read his
running the
keys,
ball though.
made the play,
Just make them think
and
we're
he couldn't
passing
even
it.
get going moving the football.
They'll try and run for the first.
Let's go. That's all we need. Just a
And
couple
they'll
yards.
take him down at the 31-yard
Just
line.
get us there.
The pickup there, 5 yards. Solid
Now I
running
wanna
there.
try to
And CD,
have a
we
play
hear
here
so
where
much
we're
about
not
what it takes to
using
win in the playoffs. Most people like to
JT.
include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with
Pressing
this
up.
man in the
That's
backfield,
Jalen
this group
Ramsey, so I
has a
got to be
strong running
careful.
game, without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on the
Jelani
game,
somehow gets
not
caught
many
in the
better
middle
than
of
him.
18
And when they're
people right
flowing
there
and he's
and
carrying the ball
isn't able to
consistently,
break free
they're
like he
tough to
should
beat.
have.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play
whack.
from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying
Let's
to
go
force
read
something
option.
there. He thought better of it.
See
and
if we
that
can't
was the
get
right
him.
decision.
Now an
No,
option
didn't
play
want
on
to keep that.
second
That's
down.
exactly why I
And he
pressed
stopped
X to hand it
immediately
off.
there.
I don't know why I
No
just
gain
kept
on
that.
that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now we're at an
Well, for that being an
unnecessary
option
3rd down.
play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Come on, man.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
Let's go. Stick and nod. Beautiful. Exactly what we needed right there.
First down as he's brought down at the
Just
Dolphins
let that happen.
42. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down.
Got a little nervous there. Need this drive to continue. We need to get on the board first. I want to run toward Jelani.
And QBs love to make that easy
get on the outside.
I
was hoping AD would hold that block. I just need to get upfield a little bit so I could get to the outside there. I'm just going to take this to the end of the first quarter. Still 0-0.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go. Completely different game plans.
Second quarter
passing
now
it
from
more.
Indianapolis
I'm
with the
running
homestanding Colts in possession. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
This might be a bit too tight of a formation. We'll see how we can get this to work for us. Can't really. That's kind of what I was afraid of. Super tight formations. Just not good to use in Madden generally, honestly.
Keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and
technically read option. I anticipate handing it off here though.
But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that
the way this
out
defense
and
is
made a
set
really
up.
nice play.
Gonna hand this one off. We get stuck. Can't
2 yards there. Needed
stuck
4.
on the guy.
Now that was a big time play by the defense. They as well knew where the
I don't
first
trust
down
myself
line
on
was,
field
and they
goals,
didn't let
so
them
I'd
get
rather
anywhere
just
near it.
go for it and try to make it work. And let's go ahead do a screen.
They'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Now it's Richardson.
Let's go.
And they're going to try the screen.
Let's go.
Let's
go.
Sheds himself free.
Let's go. All the way down to the 4-yard line. Beautiful. Picked the perfect play for what they sent. They sent a bunch of people on the blitz. Hit him with a screen real quick. Got the big boys out there.
It's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Taylor.
Oh, what are we doing, man? How I keep getting stuck on people.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job
is. Open
and really
some running holes right now.
Back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play.
So they're actually better against the run right now than I expect them to be in this game.
They want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with
Let's go.
And he's into the end zone.
Just keep giving it to Jonathan Taylor, just like the real Colts should always do. Just keep giving it to Jonathan Taylor. Eventually, you're going to make it in.
And the Colts will strike first here, this wild card matchup. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball
Let's
game.
go,
they
man.
force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Extra point by Gay.
Took a whole bunch of time off the clock right there, basically an entire quarter's worth of time off the clock, but we end up with 7 points. Which is the biggest thing. Like, if we got the 4th down on the goal line, we were going for it. Like, you can't take up that much time and not score a field or not score a touchdown.
This will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And out come the Dolphins now. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game, but there's been a precedent set of
See
teams
if we
doing
can get
that
the
successfully in the
defense to
past.
force a turnover
teams
and get
that
off the field
have
again.
aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors.
Oh, they didn't switch it to who I thought I was. What?
Who
Who'd I just switch to?
When they won in 2005, and then don't forget the Giants in 2007. That season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs.
Slots here. Let's go cover through cloud out of the triple.
So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush.
Yeah, Raheem Mostert's not breaking tackles. Sorry. Especially not from a linebacker. He might get away from the corner.
Catches
So
for
he's not getting away from Zaire Franklin like
Another
that.
catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they
three
picked up
tight
a first
ends.
down.
We're
So
just
now on
going to
defense,
guess that
you
they're
assign
running the
a
ball
man
and
to
hope that
him
we're right.
and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now
Nice, we guessed right. Zaire Franklin, EJ Speed getting in the backfield all over that.
Play 3 of the drive now is successful. They go backwards after
But
those
the
two
last time we
first
sent a
down
blitz,
gains.
Sometimes you just sit back
we're
and
able to get
marvel
to
at what
work
he
out.
can
We're
do
just going to do this
defensively.
linebacker man blitz.
Strength, quickness, he's the whole
Gonna
package.
put my faith in
and
my
that package
guys
just
here
wrapped
and
up the runner
hope
for a
that we
loss.
can get the blitz
From
to
the
work a
gun,
little
it's
bit.
Tua.
Let's go. Let's go, man.
He is gonna be
DeForest Buckner
taken
getting
down.
there.
They
Bro,
got
we're
him.
forcing him out.
That is gonna take
DeForest
us
Buckner
to
finishing
the
that one off.
2-minute
Let's go,
warning.
man.
DeForest Buckner in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Single back deuce.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Let's go with this setup instead.
Running right, here's Achane.
No.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
I can't believe they actually ran. I thought
The
for
Colts
sure
going
they
to use
inside
the
pass
first
the
of
ball
their
right there.
timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining
Let's go,
here
man.
before we
Making
get
them
to halftime.
submit to us in the first half.
Jake
Let's go.
Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. 46 on his first kick.
Defense
This one in
doing
that
the thing
neighborhood as
right
well.
now.
This is taken at about the 14. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
Getting us
the
to
Colts will go
21
on
here.
offense here, 1st and 10. Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage.
So we just
He's
need
been
to be
good.
smart
His
with the
guys
ball,
are winning.
nothing
So
crazy.
far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team
Start this
on his
drive with
back,
the screen.
and that's what he's done throughout
Make
this
it,
game.
get a
He's
screen to
done
work
that. He'll
for
be
us,
hoping to
something quick.
continue that trend. Richardson to the air on 1st down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Unbelievable.
Neville Gallimore. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, that's an excellent way
Why
to
does
get
it
the
take
pass
so
rush
long
activated. The first sack
for
of
my
the game
guy
for them
to get out
comes
for
on
the screen?
first
Like,
play of
go,
the
man.
drive,
I need
and
you
it
to
makes it
go
very tough
so
for
that
the
I can
opponent
pass the ball.
to pick up a first down
We have
now,
offensive
playing
linemen
behind
not
the
blocking.
sticks.
I need you to go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
See what kind of defense they give us.
A tough spot
We'll
here.
run this.
3rd and 15.
Might not be able to get what we want, but we're going to try. We're going to send JT on a...
Richardson out of the shotgun.
Yes, Jelani.
Pass taken in.
Wide open. Jelani in the middle of the field. Stick and nod for a touchdown. Let's go. Going up 2 touchdowns in the playoffs. Let's go. Jelani's been our best receiver all season long. Anthony Richardson not been hitting those deep throws
I'll
all
let you do
season.
the analysis partner, but with
Able
every
to
touchdown
put it right
pass
on
his
the
young
money,
quarterback
in stride.
throws and with the
Jelani's
success
wide
that
open.
his team has had, I just continue to be more and more
Let's
impressed.
go, man.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him
A little
improve
adversity
throughout
there
the
on
year.
that drive.
We've seen him settle in now. And you
We're
can
able
see
to
the
overcome.
confidence of the team has grown. His
Go up
confidence has
14-0.
grown. I
Let's
think
go.
that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him. when he's
Dolphins still
driving
have a minute
home, turn
here.
on Sports Talk Radio. He's Gay.
After the touchdown, it's Gay.
And they have Tyreek Hill. There's definitely a chance. Still got to play defense here. Still got to stop him from making a big play. They're going with Trey here. We're going to cover through the cloud out of the triple formation and nickel. Yeah, just really want to keep the ball out of Jalen Waddle's hands. I thought Blackman would come up. That was not the case. They're running a lot of levels formations, or levels routes, you know, so we got to find a way to combat the levels right now.
As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first
half. Let's go cover 4 drop right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right, we know they're going to be passing the ball.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
And
again, it's
what
OBJ,
is that, man?
Pass
Madden.
And he's taken down.
I'm diving at him. Instead, I just dove on the ground. Like I didn't know what I was
it's
doing.
Another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed.
Tackling
the first half. I like their
mechanics
countenance. I like the way that they're panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves.
And why would they change after all these years? Why are you changing the tackling
maintain your
mechanics
poise
that much?
and start to put together some drives.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout
called an audible just to not call play right there. That's crazy.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be a 45-yard attempt.
No
the
way
kick
they're
by
getting me for running
Sanders
into
is
a
good.
right
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Oh, they declined it. Gave us 1 second. They could have taken that last second off the clock.
So still time
See
for
if we
the
can get
kickoff
Ashton
here.
Doolin.
1
Do
second
what
to
Ashton
go in the
Doolin
half
does.
as this one is away.
Nope, there's nothing. Nothing.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This is the last of our...
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
So we're going to keep running inside. For them, they've been throwing the ball short a lot. So we're going to defend the short pass.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some
good,
long, extended drives.
Jonathan Taylor.
Work the run in a little more with that big offensive
They were all over that from the start. Whatever play they called,
that's still working,
specifically for what
they make
we
it even
called.
bigger plays in the passing game. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time.
Not a big toss person.
He's going to
let's
wind
go
up being
ahead
taken
get
down for a nice
AD
loss.
out a little bit.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And it's been like this all night long.
We're running to that side. Why would we not block that guy?
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss.
As if Bradley Chubb is actually
and plays like that are exactly what this
all.
defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about,
crosser
maybe just
plays don't really work
speech,
in this game, but hey,
but looks
we're
like
going to try to get it to
go.
work.
Off play action. Richardson steps away. And they're going to get him down.
A little 4th and 5.
As he can only get this to the 30. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker.
I'm not going to chance it.
Now
Thought about it, but
Sanchez.
I'm just going to go ahead and punt this away. Dallas Flowers. It's going to be right in his grill on this one. Ooh.
And a fair catch signal for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. And off to Achane to begin the drive. He'll work his
just
way
need
up the middle for a gain of
stay in
about
front of
4.
him, really. No
Second
big
down.
plays, no big
Well,
runs.
it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation,
They
they've
like
got to
to
pick up the
run
urgency here. They've got to
this
get quickly
empty
in and out of the
formation,
huddle
man.
and run off a bunch more plays.
They're running empty. I'm going to go ahead instead of running
Second down and
the
6
cover one
now
hole
from the
that we like to run.
26.
Just going to go ahead and run the blitz
Here's
here.
Tua. That one caught by
That
Tyreek
was my
Hill.
fault. I
And
felt
he'll
like
take this to
going
the other
base
side of
line there was
midfield
probably
before going out
not
of
the right thing to
bounds.
do.
A gain of
Hey,
28
you live and you
yards
learn.
there and give him a first down.
Single
And that's one
back
of the better
deuce, so we're
plays
going
we've
to go
seen this
ahead. They
offense put
might end
together
up
so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all.
running the
But
ball
listen,
here,
they're
so
only
let's
down
go
a
ahead
couple
blitz.
of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining.
Buckner,
So,
stop
stranger things have happened.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. DeForest Buckner using that
And
size
when we've
to
been
force
able
his
to
way
stop
in there
these
and make the
guys,
stop
it's
behind the
been
line.
This
a
defense
sack,
is
a
just
tackle
flat
for
getting
loss,
after
and
it.
now
They
a
have not
tackle
given
for
up much
loss
of
here.
anything in the run game.
So
Case in
hopefully
point right there.
we can take that
From midfield,
after getting
here's
him behind
Tua.
chains. And we can
And
nice.
this is going to be
Actually
incomplete.
knocking the ball out, and hopefully we can stop him here.
Third
3rd and 14. This is another one we just need to keep everything in front of us.
But sometimes those guys are just
Don't let up any big plays
catching the ball
here.
as they are running
It's
it.
3rd and 14.
This offense in
Need to
desperate
get 'em
need
off
of
the
a
field,
conversion
dude.
as they come up on 3rd down. Tua going to throw.
Nice, making him throw it away. 4th and 14. Let's go.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work
Exactly
by them.
what we needed.
They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the
Getting the
first
ball
row.
at 27 after a
Here
bad
comes the
punt.
Indianapolis
Good,
offense
good.
now as they get set to take over. This crew had to punt
All
last
right.
time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game.
One thing
You
I've
are to
noticed
an
about the
extent,
Dolphins, they
especially
have
if you
not
like your
played
defense,
press
because you
this
have the
entire
lead, you've been
game.
controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on
And
offense.
right
maybe
now,
take
they're
command
all
of this
over
game
us running the
yourself.
ball.
Just a yard on the pickup
Really
there, and it'll bring up
nothing
a
to
2nd
do
and 9.
in the run game. I'm trying, but there's nothing there in the run game.
Here's Richardson to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Wide
What we're
open,
seeing so
man.
far is the
You
defense is
can't
certainly
throw on the
coordinated.
run.
Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home
Just
on
see
that
what we can
last
get out
play
of this
and
play.
forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Richardson now going to fake the jet sweep, and he'll throw off play action. Blitz coming,
Yeah.
and down he goes.
Right now,
Jalen
the computer's
Ramsey with
just
a
throwing
sack
out
on the
all the
corner
perfect
blitz.
plays for everything we
Now
run.
here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First
Just
kick,
legit can't
47.
do
This
anything
one looks
about it,
good as well.
you know?
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense.
All right, they're going
And
with
Charles,
the
they're
gun
certainly
bunch
still
here,
right in
so
this
we're gonna
game, but they
go
need that offense
cover
to
3
wake
cloud.
up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On first down, Tagovailoa. It's
So
caught.
quick
back
passes, man. That's what we're trying to stop. That's why the halftime adjustment was specifically to stop
Ball
the
at
short
the 40
passes
here
like
for
that.
2nd and
And
5.
we've been all over them.
Off a play
Nice,
action,
Zaire
Tagovailoa.
Franklin getting there for the
Heavy
sack.
rush, and down he
Huge.
goes. They push him back 8 yards.
Came
and
out in
time
running
on
formation,
2nd
tried play
down.
action, so we sent the heat and we were able to get there
Why
again.
they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in
So we're
third
gonna
and
go
long
cover one
situations.
hole
They just
here.
took another sack right there.
And the offensive film
Keep
section
control
off
of
maybe
Zaire
a
Franklin.
little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Help out on those crossers and getting there for another sack. DeForest Buckner.
DeForest
2
Buckner
sacks.
able to drop in that
2 or
time
3
for his
tackles for
second
loss.
sack
Easily
of
the
the
play of the
evening.
game
And this
for us
dominant
right now.
defensive
DeForest
performance
Buckner
continued on that play. This
is
poor quarterback
amazing
has
for
not
us in this
received the
game.
protection he needs and has had to pick himself
Haven't
up
been
off
able
the
to get it
turf
going
far
on
too
offense,
often.
but defense is
And
playing
the punter bailing
incredible.
on now as he sends this one away. fielded just inside the 30.
Ashton Doolin just doesn't have enough gas to get around the corner there.
The 45 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
No. Yeah. Okay. Gonna keep trying to run the ball. We have Jonathan Taylor. Gonna keep trying to run the ball.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
Yeah. They're all over right now. Like they expect us to run the ball.
This third quarter of play. One quarter
But
remains for the right to
that's what we do.
round one here in the AFC.
We're going to go read options. See if we can get it here, right? They're all over Jonathan Taylor. Maybe we can get him to bite down. Jelani missed his block. No. If Jelani gets that block and seals him off, that's a huge run.
5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
I want to show you what I just saw, okay, just in case you didn't see this. We're on Jelani here, right? Watch this. If Jelani doesn't mess, Jelani's so big. That's a safety. Why is he trying to cut block Jordan Poyer? If he blocks him and I'm able to get around him with what AD's doing on his block there, I'm able to end up pushing to the outside and probably just score a touchdown with AR. And Jelani messed it up. That was a touchdown. Look at that block. An incredible block by AD down the field. And if Jelani blocks him, we get to the outside, and that's a touchdown, bro. Unbelievable. Why are we cut blocking the safety with the tight end? That shouldn't even be a game mechanic.
Moving parts on a play like this. You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision
to
go,
try to hit this screen here.
and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
We're all over that one again. Still got 6 yards out of it.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block.
So like this,
that might
tight
set your man
end
free,
is
and that was
coming
pretty good
across
pursuit
here.
to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And
he's going to be met at about
so
the 43.
fast.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during
very
the scouting
successful
report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those,
pretty sure they've been the best all season at stopping the run. Which I guess is to be expected, right? Once you get to the playoffs,
you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that
pretty
successfully in this
they've
game.
been good at stopping it, but we still get
first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Now we're in a position
Hasn't
where
had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical
really
spot
just
right there
need to
convert
not
on
turn the
third
ball
down, and he
over.
did it.
And the lights are shining just a
And
little
keep
bit
the
brighter
clock
right now,
running.
aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here,
I was hoping Jelani was going to turn around.
Well, one of the linebackers has got it, and they're going to set up
I thought
shop
Jelani
at the
was going to turn
27-yard
around
line.
and block that guy.
partner, that
or
one
else
looked like
I
it was
slid.
over. I mean, they had control.
Just
had
as
the
I say, we
football,
can't turn the ball
and the
over. We
defense
turn
had
the
to make
ball
a
over.
play in order to
Nice,
keep them
man.
in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not
On.
done in the 4th. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
That's another thing I don't like that Madden did.
Following
Like
the fumble
quarterbacks are
recovery, here's
just more
Tua.
innate at fumbling
That's
the
gonna be
ball. It's
caught
just
by
not
Waddle.
true.
A very solid gain
But
of
Madden a couple years
27.
ago made some sort
Now
of
from
adjustments to
Colts
their game where
territory, here's a
quarterbacks can't
1st
hold
and
on to the
10
ball.
at the 46. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Dolphin pass. Here, they've got another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to
Cover
get back
two
in this
man
game.
here.
Absolutely agreed. They
They're
have
doing
to
big
up the tempo
plays,
in
big
this case,
chunks
down
right
a couple
now.
of
They're
scores.
stopping the
Wanna
clock.
make
It's
sure they have a
exactly what
chance
we
to
didn't
win
need
this
to happen
ballgame.
at the end of this game.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
Come
He
on.
finds his target, Beckham. And he'll have a gain of
Nice.
3
Clock
to
gonna
the
get rolling
33.
here.
And now they're in the
Oh,
hurry
they're
up.
going hurry up right now.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
Come on, man. How are we letting that
back
happen?
to Beckham here, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. Looking to pass. Tua. And bringing it in right side here. Beckham.
So we need to just keep taking
Here's
time.
Second down and 3. Tua sets up to pass
He's
it.
wide open. Why are we leaving OBJ wide open, dude?
Touchdown,
What are we
Miami.
doing?
Odell
I mean,
Beckham,
man on his own, it doesn't
a
matter. Leave him
9-yard
wide open.
touchdown
What are we doing?
grab. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth.
So
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Quarterback
sometimes
fumble
you just
thing,
throw
man.
out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel
So
sometimes in
stupid.
making that call, and he felt good about
Let's go. Ashton Doolin changing the game. Ashton Doolin's done it all season long. We finally find a hole. And he takes it. All right, defense has their worst drive of the game. We make up for it right away. Let's go.
Fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time.
Just
if
like
you can
that.
score on special teams, your
Up
chances
2
of
scores,
winning
1
the game really jump up in a big way. Now,
Let's go.
I'll let
What a
our
huge
analytics
play.
friends
Ashton
quantify
Doolin
it and give us the
changing
exact
the
numbers,
game.
But that's what coaches talk about all the time. That extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics, friends. Those are your friends.
Let's go,
I'll
man.
claim them.
So let's
Those
try
kickoff
this again
returns
after
feel
the
so
kick
good.
return TD.
That one's
Here's yet
perfect. The
another
blocks were
kickoff.
perfect. The hole
And we
was
will
there.
not see an
No one
attempt to
ever
match
came
that
close
return
to
touchdown,
Ashton
as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 10, 2:12 to play. Can they take advantage of the late carelessness? We'll see as they've got a first down.
All right. See what we can muster up here on defense. Be nice to get a
Setting the
turnover.
throw
We still
on
haven't
first
gotten a
down is
turnover
Tua.
in this game. There we go, Juju.
And this is intercepted.
Led the league in
And that should
interceptions
do
this
it.
year and gets an
Picked
interception.
up by Juju
Pretty
Brents.
much closed
And
this
they will
one
take
off.
over at the 29-yard
We're up by 2
line.
scores. We're just going to go
These
ahead,
defensive
put Shoe
coaches,
Clock
they
on
sure
right now.
like what they've got in this rookie corner.
And try to run the
with
ball
good
here.
reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first round
Let's
ability.
go.
But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time
So,
to make the
I'm
selection.
figuring
You
out
called that
here.
pick in
I
early,
just
and it
figured out.
shows
It took
why
me
he
all
was so
game, but I
coveted
just
with
figured
that
out
interception there.
that
2 minutes left
the
to play in
tendency
this
for
football
this
game
team
here
for us
on
here
EA
is to
Sports.
run
So they
inside.
come up on second down, and they can
We
get another
need
run like
to
we
run
just
these
saw.
outside
like we put it into
handoffs.
this
I
thing.
mean, that
He's
didn't
gonna
work
have to protect the
because I don't know if
football
that
and take his
formation's
lumps
really
here
what
at
you
this
want to be
stage of the game as they stop him
running
behind
that
the
play
line.
in, but I think running to the outside is where we will find more success. But right here, I'm going to do a play
This
action.
is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away
See
if they
if
can't stop
we can
him
get
here.
lucky here.
Throwing now is Richardson.
Wide open. No, he didn't.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Anthony Richardson's inability to throw on
Despite
the
the lead
run
here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
is
Not
so
content to sit on
frustrating,
this lead
dude.
at all.
Like,
To me, it raises the question of what's right in this
I
game
hope in Madden
nowadays.
25
Do you sit on the ball
they
and run
make
it because
his
you have enough
traits
of a
to where,
lead,
like, that's
or do you
not
try and extend it
hesitant.
because you always feel like the other team can
We've
come
seen
back.
Anthony Richardson play in the NFL enough to know,
So they settle for just the three, but
especially
clearly right now,
throwing
anything helps trying to
downfield,
salt
his
this one away
accuracy
in the
is
fourth.
good.
Without a doubt, obviously a
The fact that
touchdown
it's
probably
not
would've been
like
the final
that in
nail
this
to finish
game
this
is
thing off, but it's still ate
so
up time,
frustrating. I just
got
want Anthony
points.
Richardson
So,
to
while
play
it's not
the way he
mission
is in real
accomplished,
life, you
it's
know.
darn close.
And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to
easily
bring
been
it
a
out.
touchdown.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back.
Nice,
Others,
nice,
they're going
nice,
to look to hit a
nice.
couple shorter passes, get a little
That's why
momentum back
I
that way.
picked cover 3
For the
seam
defense,
because this
that
play
goal's
is
not changing a bit.
like
They want another
the
pick.
true
You're
keep
exactly
everything
right
in
about
front
that.
of
In
us
fact,
type
you
of
got to
play.
watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may
Who
cut
is
down
that?
their gaps a little bit. Maybe their
Alex
splits a little
Ingold,
bit in
yeah,
order to try and get to
fullback
the ball
with the
even
catching
faster.
traffic, yeah, right,
And this
bro.
is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
Now Tua. They'll run
Why
here
are they
with
running
Raheem
the ball?
Mostert. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Here comes second down at 5.
Down by 13
Tua.
trying to run the ball.
Quick
Weird
throw
energy,
there
bro.
is incomplete.
And now the focus is
Right.
really clear.
Those kind of
They need
things
to
that
get
happen
that
in
first
Madden.
down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down.
Interesting. So we're going to switch over to Nick Cross here.
Throwing Tua. He's going to let it fly.
Come on, Juju. Juju, 2
This is
picks.
intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by
Juju and DeForest
Prince.
Buckner
And the Colts are going to
Having
take
massive
possession
games.
here at their
Defense
own
playing
6-yard
incredible.
line.
We end up with like 5 sacks in this game. Honestly expected defense
The Indy offense at the line
to
and set
get
to
exposed.
go.
I didn't know if we were going
And
to win
checking
this
the
game, but
timeouts,
the
they do
defense
have two
surprised me and
defensively,
played
but no real need to
incredible
use them
this
as they're not
entire
going to be able
game.
to stop the clock after
Outside
that.
of one drive, really.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. This
Nice.
pass left side to Downs.
Let's go.
Now the Dolphins will use the
Saw him
last of
sent
their
that corner
timeouts
blitz, so
as
it's
they get the
still right
stoppage
out
with
to where
just
that
under
corner was
50
supposed to
seconds
be.
remaining
Josh
in the
Downs
fourth.
was wide open. Now they have no more timeouts.
5 points of contact.
Let's go, Jelani. Hit
necessary
that
at
block.
this stage as they'll run on first down. And they're gonna get this
Finally got a
beyond
little bit of
40
yardage
before he's
there for
taken
JT.
down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough
We're gonna
to
go ahead
put
and
this
call
one in the
time.
win column. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2
So
remaining.
wanna
We'll be
get-
back after this.
More rushing yards for JT, to be completely honest with you. He's done so good for us all year. It's just right that we at least...
They'll let the
Right, I
quarterback
forgot
keep
to call
him here
it
on
off.
1st and 10. And maybe
such
the
a
wrong
bot.
read there as he's going to go down immediately. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield,
Okay.
that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work.
Let's go.
And he is going to have a Colts first down.
20
And
carries,
that should be
78
the one
yards.
that finishes this game off.
The average obviously
It'll
isn't
go
where
as a
it
gain
normally
of
would be
12,
for
and
us.
that
We
should just
usually
about wrap
have
this
a
one
much
up.
higher average. But for how tough this game was, they've been all over the run the entire game. Like, I'll take it.
Back to Taylor on first down.
Push forward
He's
for
gonna
a
get
few
solid
more.
gain of 9
Take
before
one
being
more
brought
timeout.
down 2nd and right at a yard.
Get one
Now
more
we'll
run
get
play in.
whistles, and they've signaled
That'll
for a
be that
timeout.
nice
Not sure I see
dominant
the
game
logic
here
in this,
to
but
start
we'll
the
get a stoppage
playoffs.
anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And he'll take this for a short gain
24-11
on what
over
will
the
prove to be
Dolphins.
the final
Wild
play
card
of this
round.
ball
We end up
game.
coming up victorious,
Well,
doing
one win
exactly
down, still
what we
3
were
to go
supposed
to
to
get
do.
to
I'm
the
pretty
most
sure
hallowed
all
ground
the
in
favorites
sports, but a good start.
ended up winning in the playoffs on the
because they get
NFC.
to move on. Unfortunately for
and
the
the
team that
AFC.
lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
Coming up victorious here.
So that'll just about do it for Charles
AR,
Davis.
probably
I'm
the
Brandon
best game
Gaudin.
we've
You've
had
been
with him,
watching the
66.6%,
NFL on EA
164 yards
Sports.
and a
For more,
touchdown.
log on to EASports.com.
Pittman and AD didn't
The
have a
Colts are
single catch in
winners
this
as we
game,
say so long from Indianapolis.
but they were all over him. Also, I'm just not great at passing the ball in this particular Madden. Maddens in the past, I've been really good passing the ball. This Madden, not quite the same. End up with 17 staff points. Juju getting another upgrade. Let's go ahead. Let's look at his ratings real quick. Let's go ahead and give him some man here. I like running man coverage. It's convenient to run man coverage, and he gets +2, which puts him at the 90 overall man coverage, which is a threshold in Madden. We just need to get him a superstar ability at some point. So, that was weekly awards from the week before. So we accomplished what we need to, which means we're going to get some extra staff points here. An extra 7. Beautiful, need it. Puts us at 44, so we go into our staff points here. Going to be able to get 2 upgrades, almost a third. So we get past that, which is crucial for the off season. And a discount, and then next we'll work on that one. So great. And then I think the next thing we'll work on after that is probably going to be this right here. And honestly, because we need a free safety so bad, I might go ahead and skip doing this stuff for right now on the trade side of things and go to defensive recruitment, because we need a free safety. So I might try to hammer that one out real quick and then go back to the trade side of things. Yeah, we've already done the re-signing of our own players, so we're not really worried about doing too much of that. But I would like to do that. And then obviously trying to trade for a guy like Myles Garrett in the offseason is why we're doing this right here. Okay, so that's going to do it for this week. I actually do want to go look at the box score. Our defense, some of our guys on the defensive side played out of their mind. Okay, let's go defense for us. So Nick Cross had a nice little game, but DeForest Buckner ends up with 4 tackles for loss and 2 sacks. I mean, massive. Had a massive impact on the entire game. Juju Brents, 4 tackles, 2 interceptions in this game. So those guys pretty much won the game for us. Like what they were able to do for us on the defensive side helped us win that game, helped us stop one of the hardest offenses to stop. All right, Tyreek Hill, I don't even know if we let Tyreek Hill get a catch the entire game. Might have only had 1. So defense played incredible, which hadn't been the story all season, but now we play the Ravens. And the Ravens are pretty much us, right? You look at our overalls there, pretty much the exact same. Offensive and defensive ranks are all pretty much the same. And they have Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, it's going to be a problem stopping that rushing team. The rush game, they have 38 rushing touchdowns on the season, which is pretty insane. And then obviously the defense is good, so it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a really tough game. Doesn't look like we have any storylines or anything. But we'll play this game maybe today. Not entirely confident on that. If not today, then I'm going to try to play tomorrow before I go do my day job at night. So either way, we're going to try to knock these playoff games out by the end of this weekend and try to win us a Super Bowl. Sunday is my day off, and so one way or another, we're going to finish this season by Sunday. Okay, so again, going to see what happens later. If not later, then sometime tomorrow, morning or afternoon, early afternoon. So make sure you subscribe with notifications on so you get notified when any of these live streams are happening or any videos. I was putting together a bunch of video ideas, going to start recording those soon. And training camp starts next week. The season starts next week. We are right around the corner from the football season. So a lot of content coming up. Make sure you subscribe with notifications on. Of course, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and go Colts.